Previously on E-Ring.
Angie!
Major, do the initials CW ring a bell? She wrote them on her side window, in her own blood.
Whose cover got breached?
Angie's, man. She's been hit.
And they found her. How the hell could that happen?
He's alive, Major.
Who is it?
Alejandro.
I need you to be with Alejandro. I need you to get close to him. She told me that she killed him.
So what now, man? Are you gonna go down there singleton?
We didn't finish the job yet.
She didn't finish the job.
This isn't smart, JT.
Maybe it's not. But it's something I gotta do.
She died.
And when I find out exactly who's responsible for this, someone is going to die.
You're being suspended, Major. I'm sorry. I did all I could. This is way over my head.
You think this is gonna stop me?
Major, promise me. You will think long and hard before you do anything drastic.
The security of the nation depends on the men and women who serve in the 5 rings of the Pentagon. Before any military action can be taken anywhere in the world, the mission must be planned and approved in the outer and most important ring, the E-Ring.
My whole life, the people that I cared about most have been taken away from me too damn early. Well, it's not gonna happen this time. His CIA girlfriend's dead. The guy that did it is bunkered down there in Colombia, and my boy's down there singing a cappella with no firepower, no funding, and no friends. Now, I knew I couldn't stop him going down there singleton, but there is no reason that we can't give him backstop now.
We're right there with you, sir. But Major Tisnewski told us that the Joint Staff had nixed the mission.
Next to new mission. That doesn't mean I can't send you boys down there as part of a pre-existing operation. So you're gonna travel to Bogota. You're gonna collect tech data on the narco-terrorist group, FARC, as part of Operation Plan Colombia.
Excellent idea, sir.
And while you're there, you link up with the CIA case officer that's looking for Aguilar.
Sir, JT seemed to think that the CIA was behind the whole thing.
One bad apple doesn't make an entire agency rotten. Now, there are thousands of great operatives working for the company, and I'm told that this cat in Bogota is one of them.
Hope so, sir.
Well, he's got the freshest intel, so see what kind of progress he's making.
And if we should just happen to run into Major Tisnewski while we're out there, it would just be plain rude not to say hello.
Vaya con Dios, boys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me. I'm Angela Aronson. I'm here for the job. Yes.
Carlos is a former Cali cartel figure.
Killed him.
All of them?
Hey! Angie!
Oh my God.
Fine. You okay? What about Alejandro?
It's done.
Did they get his prints?
No, wait. No, there's no time.
All right, let's go.
Bajen las armas. ¿Quieres morir? Diles.
Háganlo.
Patéanlas para acá.
Bienvenido a Colombia.
Rolling a drug mule and stealing his cash. That was a beautiful thing. I mean, just following me on the steering wheel. I freaking love that, man. So what is it, Major? What, you got some little rogue operation around here that you're trying to fund?
Which three-letter agency are you?
I'm Danny Marco. I work over at the embassy. Second floor, behind the vault.
CIA.
Yeah.
What about your dad here?
That's Lieutenant Javier Catalan. Colombian National Police. We do a lot of work together.
Mucho gusto.
One of my spotters down at the airport picked you up after you deplaned. I had you tailed.
What do you want?
Same guy you do. Alejandro Aguilar. Lieutenant, why don't you and your boys go out back and have a smoke, huh? For me, this is war. Now, a CIA agent is dead, and I don't give a damn who gets credit for bringing down the people responsible. I just want it done.
Great. So why don't you take off these handcuffs, go grab a beer with Javi the cop, and I'll pretend like we never met.
What, you think that 30 grand and a Glock 40 is gonna get you any closer to Alejandro? Wake up, amigo. You need me.
Really? I'm thinking you need me. Otherwise, what are you doing here?
Hey, I wasn't here for the bloodbath 3 years ago. You were. So what do you say we join forces and we get this job done right?
Collaborating with the CIA isn't on the top of my list right now.
And what if I told you that 2 of your special forces buddies are already on their way?
If you want to avoid an FBI manhunt, I suggest you tell me where I can find Major Tisnewski.
Well, maybe if you tell us why it's so urgent that you speak with him.
We have new evidence. In what is now the homicide of a federal agent. I believe Major Tisnewski can shed some light on the matter.
And does this new evidence have anything to do with the internal investigation the CIA was running on Angela Aronson?
I can't talk about that.
Colonel, would you like to grab some lunch?
You read my mind, ma'am.
Hold on. We believe a top official in the CIA may have been involved somehow in Miss Aronson's death.
Raymond Metcalf. Look, you want to find out who's responsible for this murder, and we want to exonerate Major Tisnewski.
Exonerate him from what?
He's the subject of a Procedure 15 investigation, which is why he's not here right now.
He's been suspended?
Until we right this wrong, yes.
We believe this inquiry was instigated, at least indirectly, by Metcalf.
So why couldn't we just work together for a change, like the American people expect?
Do you have a secure computer? We found this memory key in Agent Aronson's purse. As best I can tell, Miss Aronson was collecting information on Director Metcalf.
Major Tisnewski told me that Metcalf had threatened Angie in the past.
My read on this is she was trying to compile evidence that he'd abused his office.
Yeah, so she could get out from underneath the sword that was hanging over her head.
According to some of these emails, Metcalf found out Miss Aronson was digging up dirt on him.
And he retaliated by urging the IG's office to start an investigation into her relationship with Major Tisnewski.
Which led him to Cemetery Wind.
Yeah, but this still doesn't explain how the killers found her.
A lot of these files are in code. I'm hoping they can shed some more light on what's going on. Do you have anybody who can decrypt them?
We might.
Oh! Hey! Watch out, stuff's heavy. Look, for the record, I want you to know you both punked out on me big time.
Yeah, well, we're here now. You want to bitch about it some more? Be my guest.
No, I'm done.
So what's in the bag?
Bobby, Charlie, Marco.
So,
Yeah, Spook. Great.
well, it's nice to meet you guys, too. Really.
Here you are.
Sexy. Text compression, meta algorithms, ASCII alphanumerics.
English, Greg.
It's a real bitch.
Well, can you crack it?
Is the Dalai Lama Buddhist? Sir?
Metcalf knew, JT,
Knew what?
that Alejandro was still alive.
Well, how'd you find that out?
NSA decrypted an email he sent to Angie.
What did it say?
Basically, stop trying to dig up dirt on me, I'll go public with your mission failure.
That's why she wanted to meet me. She was going to tell me the truth.
We just decrypted files that indicate that Director Metcalf knew Alejandro Aguilar was still alive, and yet failed to report that intelligence to the appropriate law enforcement agencies.
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You're the Deputy Inspector General for the CIA, Mr. Sykes. It is your duty to open a counter investigation into the crimes or misconduct that may have been committed by Raymond Metcalf.
Miss Liston, I'm not sure I want to open a counter
Or I could call my friends on the Hill and suggest that they open a more wide-ranging congressional inquiry into the Inspector General's failures. Now, do you want to play charades, or do you want to play ball?
What are the charges?
That you deliberately and illegally withheld intelligence, and that your failure to inform resulted in the death of a federal agent.
J3, Special Operations Division, Master Sergeant Pierce speaking.
Yes, I'm trying to locate James Tisnewski.
He's out of the office at the moment. May I be of some assistance to you?
This is George Aronson calling.
Yes, sir, Mr. Aronson. We're also very sorry.
Yes, thanks. Listen, I'm going through my daughter's things, and I found a few items which I assume belong to Tisnewski, and I just want to know where to send them.
That won't be necessary. I'll pick them up. Are you going to be there all day?
Yeah.
Well, it was a hell of an operation. They talk about synchronization. In 5 minutes, there's 3 factories out of commission, 12 major bad guys dead.
Should have been 13.
So how did Alejandro get away? Look, if the guy was tough to bring down last time, he's gonna be an even bigger bitch now. All right, he changed his appearance, probably his identity. He's been underground since your little encounter, and most of his known associates are dead. So if we're gonna have any kind of success here, you boys are gonna have to start coming clean with the operational details.
Look, man, we don't know you. So why don't you just relax a little bit on the operational details, all right?
Okay. Fair enough. At least want to tell me how you guys got inside? I mean, the Aguilars were a pretty tight-knit family at the time. Impenetrable.
Well, you see, Dan, Alejandro just loved the ladies, man.
You watching me?
In that outfit, what do you think? I think it's time for you to go get that drink.
I'm sorry. I'll pay for the dress.
No. You do not have to pay for anything. It was an accident. Limón, ven aquí. Limón, ven aquí. Te va a llevar a la casa y te vas a cambiar de vestido. ¿Ok? Llévala. ¡Que la llevan ahorita!
No me toques. No me toques.
¡Sácame de aquí! ¡Ya! I am Alejandro.
Angela.
It was nice to meet you, Angela. If you'd like to join us, we have a table over there.
Thank you, but I'm with somebody.
I understand.
What the hell are you thinking?
I'm not gonna hook him by being easy.
Alejandra was dating some beauty queen at the time. Maybe she's still around.
Ina Perez died in August. Heroin overdose.
What about the fat guy who ran their club?
Brad Pitt filming a movie here? What is the name of this movie?
Cemetery Wind.
That is a great title, my friend.
Vamos, let's go to the VIP room, huh? Vamos, hey.
But we got a picture of him here somewhere. What was his name?
Chato. Chato Mendoza. He's still there.
Let's bring him in. ¿Qué se cuenta? Huh? Go. So where's Alejandro, Chato?
He's dead. They're all dead.
Aguilar's your meal ticket.
Doesn't look like you skipped too many of those, man.
Chato, he bankrolls your club. What do you send his cut? Huh?
Look at this place. I haven't turned a profit since the old days, man.
All right, fellas, looks like we're gonna have to employ some more sophisticated means of motivation.
It's a good idea. I'll grab the pliers.
I went to the funeral. La Iglesia La Sagrada Familia. I saw him buried. Ah!
He's lying.
No, señor. No miento. No le miento, señor. De verdad.
Graduation day, University of Miami. My guess is they recruited her there. And pretty soon the visits stopped. And the calls just came less and less often.
Sir, people who work in intelligence can't tell their families where they go or what they do. So, oftentimes it's easier not to talk to them at all, rather than lie to them all the time. Doesn't mean she loved you any less.
Are you happy here, Miss Liston?
I beg your pardon?
The Pentagon. This place is a behemoth.
I'm very happy here, sir. Thank you for your concern.
How would you like to be a bigger fish in a smaller pond?
You know, I really don't have time
I'm
for
offering you a
this.
job, Miss Liston. General Counsel to the Directorate of Operations at CIA.
You don't even know me.
I've done my homework. Berkeley undergrad, Bolt Law. And I know from your recent dealings with Mitchell Sykes, I'd rather have you working for me than against me.
Mr. Metcalf, you failed to alert the intelligence community that Alejandro Aguilar was still alive.
Miss Liston, that's untrue.
Not only did you violate public trust to serve your own interest, but it led to the death of one of your own. Now, from what I hear, you're going to be indicted for gross misconduct. So my one-time only free legal advice to you is hire private counsel.
You know, back home, we'd be cutting through red tape for days to get a body exhumed. You give these gravediggers a case of scotch and you're good to go. It's a hell of a system.
If whoever or whatever's in that casket gives us link to Alejandro, it'll be worth a whole truckload of scotch.
What are the odds it's empty? I'll give you 5 to 1.
What's your bet?
That this Matahari wannabe doesn't have a prayer in hell hooking Aguilar while he's at mass with his mama.
Bob, we're at a church. Gambling's a sin.
On second thought, put me down for a 20. Atta girl.
Homeboy's having his own religious experience right there.
All right, that's $100 US. Treated it like it was a game.
We do what it takes to keep ourselves sane, brother. You did what you had to. So did she.
Ábrelo.
So much for dental records.
Oh, I could still get some prints. Find out who this poor bastard was.
Prints on the stiff belonged to a Chilean national. Federico Perón, low-level drug carrier, disappeared from Santiago about 4 years ago.
around the time we took out the Aguilars.
Well, that's a nice coincidence.
So Alejandro has the guy buried in this place, assumes his identity. Federico Perón, does that ring a bell to you, Dan?
No.
All right. Run his prints through the national systems. Request a J2 analysis and liaison with the FBI database. Maybe this Perón had contact with Aguilar. Maybe that'll help us find him.
Got it, boss.
Come in.
Excuse me, Miss Liston.
Master Sergeant Pierce. What can I do for you?
It's about Angela Aronson's father, ma'am.
Ah, I can't imagine.
He just found out what his daughter did and give him some closure. Tell him everything I can about his daughter's life, breaking any laws.
Well, I'd be happy to explain the legal limits of what you can and can't say, but are you sure you want to get involved personally with this?
Normally, I wouldn't be so forward, but I understand what it's like to have questions when somebody dies.
Your husband?
Yes, ma'am. When he was killed, I had this need to know every detail. But all I got was this letter in the mail saying, "We regret to inform you that your husband was killed by an improvised explosive device." I had a feeling in my bones there was more to it than that.
What did you find out?
That he was scheduled for an R&R in Qatar that weekend, but he gave up his leave when a bunch of men in his unit fell sick with the flu.
I'm sorry.
I was so mad I couldn't see straight.
At the end of the day, do you think you might have been better off not knowing?
It's not a question of being better off, ma'am. It's a question of moving on.
Samantha Liston. Yes, Mr. Sykes, what have you got for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who in the hell taught you phone etiquette, Captain? Linda Tripp?
Sorry, sir.
Well, let me talk to him.
How you doing, sir?
Ms. Liston just got a juicy tidbit.
From Sykes at the CIA.
I'm all ears, girl.
Apparently, just after they requisitioned Cemetery Wind files,
Metcalf started exchanging an unusual number of phone
calls and emails with one of his case officers down there.
Who?
The agent's name is Daniel K. Marco.
I got 3 words for you, kid. Watch your ass.
Time to wake up. Dan, if we're gonna be successful, you're gonna have to give me all of your operational details.
JT, you know I can't get into classified.
One agent's dead already, Dan. You wanna make it too?
Look, man, we're on the same side.
Tell me what you know.
For the past year, I've been running a counter-narcotics up with Catalan and his CMP boys, okay? A new big fish just emerged. He's got lots of cash, lots of supply, lots of guns.
Does fish have a name?
It's Federico Perón. At least that's what we thought.
Headless Horseman.
Yeah. Except I didn't know that I was chasing a ghost. Then the Inspector General's office sends down a bunch of suits. They start showing pictures and asking questions about a 3-year-old operation.
Cemetery Wind.
So I start looking into the work that you guys did. And I suddenly realize Federico is Alejandro. All right? He's not back from the dead.
So you lied when you said you never heard of Perón.
Come on, JT. You know how this works, all right? My bosses told me to hold my cards close. That's what I did.
You knew for the last few weeks that Alejandro was on the loose and you never told us so.
No, I told my chief of station. And the next thing I know, I'm on a conference call and I'm briefing Metcalf himself. And Metcalf said that if we told the Inspector General that Federico was Alejandro, that he'd probably get involved and ruin my entire operation. That's a year's worth of work gone. Now, Metcalf ordered us to continue with the action, while he dealt with the IG.
In the meantime, Alejandro flies to D.C. and he puts 4 slugs into Angie.
I don't know how that happened, all right? We had him under surveillance. We even moved up the timetable on the action so we could take him down sooner. But when we moved in, he was gone.
Are you telling me that someone tipped him off about the takedown, Angie's identity?
How else do you explain that?
I don't know, Dan.
Metcalf wanted Agent Aronson out. Maybe he promised you a big promotion if you let Alejandro know where she was.
Oh, come on, JT. I didn't have to tell you any of this, man. I just gave you all of my actionable intel.
I'm sure she's gotten us some intelligence, but can she close the deal?
Listen to me. She knows what she's doing, all right? She's one of us.
Look, man, I'm not gonna blame you for falling for her, really.
Falling for her?
I'm not. She is CIA, all right? She is definitely not one of us.
You're just gonna have to trust me.
I don't. And I won't. I'll see you in hell.
Come on, man. What are you, crazy?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Okay. All right, fine. Look, man, I'll share all my tech data with you. I'll give you names. I'll give you places. I'll give you dates. And you can decide for yourself if I'm on the up and up, okay? Okay?
What's this?
Agent Aronson's file. Every breath she took while she worked for the company. Now, I don't have to tell you it doesn't leave this office. You're cleared to look through it. When you're done, we can talk about how and what you're free to share with Mr. Aronson.
Thank you.
This was a hell of an operation Federico/Alejandro had going. 1,000 kilos a month?
Well, that was the big mystery, you know? How's this Chilean guy show up from out of nowhere with these kind of management skills?
Well, the big mystery now is who's the rat who tipped him off and got our girl killed.
Who are you, señorita? What are you doing with my brother?
What Alejandro and I do is none of your damn business.
None of my damn business. None of my damn business. He's my brother. And I will do everything and anything to protect him. Look at me. Let's take a ride.
Why?
Because my brother is weak. He sees a beautiful woman. He forgets maybe she's not who she says she is.
What the hell? First the pretty boy, now this guy?
Go home, my friend.
I'm not going anywhere. You're gonna disrespect me like that?
Get
up. Don't. Hey.
Hang out.
Hello. Major, it's Greg. I have that info.
Hold. It's that NSA dude, Greg.
Put him on speaker.
What do you got for us, Greg?
Right before this Perón guy was reported missing in Santiago, he bought a plane ticket.
Let me guess. Bogota.
Bingo, Major.
We didn't buy a round-trip ticket.
Well, the interesting thing is that the amount of the ticket corresponds exactly to a voucher submitted to the Intelligence Contingency Fund by a CIA case officer 2 days earlier.
Can you give me that ICF citation number?
Sent.
Hand me that ledger. Yep, thought so. The account belonged to my predecessor. Gave the cash over to one of his human sources.
Any idea who it is?
Let's find out. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Codename Snowcone. Who's that?
My boy, Javier Catalan. Mucho gusto. I've been running this guy for a year. It's been a real asset.
Sounds like he's been running you.
He always seemed legit.
He got the money for Perón to fly to Bogota, buried him in Alejandro's place, and he knew you moved up the timetable to take him down, right?
Yeah, but what about Agent Aronson? I mean, how would Catalan have known about her?
You said the IG's office sent down a bunch of suits, showing pictures, asking questions about Cemetery Wind.
Yeah?
Did they interview Catalan?
Oh. Anybody here got a chainsaw?
As much as we all want to cut this guy to pieces, we got to do this smart, all right?
We're gonna have beach points here and here. If he tries to go out the service entrance, we're gonna have a team waiting. Okay?
¿Qué pasa?
We found Alejandro.
Fantastic. How?
NSA picked up the cell conversations he had with a contact in Caracas. He's headed there tonight, 10 p.m. We're gonna grab him at the airport.
We're gonna need some of your boys for backup, okay?
I'll make some calls. You got a smoke?
You guys see this intact?
I'm on it.
Sí.
Soy yo.
¿Quién es?
Got it.
Ellos saben que tú viajas. No vayas al aeropuerto. ¿Comprendes?
Comprendo.
Talk to me, Greg.
Keep your pants on, Major. There you go. Ooh. Looks like your boys hold up in some primo real estate.
Why don't you tell us, cabrón? Tell me something. What's a woman's life worth in this town, anyway?
Honestly, not that much.
I keep telling you, man. She's been working for me for the last 3 years. You know, she's a hell of a saleswoman. She had me believing that she loved me.
What are you doing in Bogota?
Cell phones.
Hawk your phone somewhere else.
Hey, come on. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Come on.
She was gung-ho, Bob.
What were you doing?
I was handling it.
You weren't him. You were about to get in the car with that guy.
What do you say we go take a ride?
I wasn't gonna get in a car with that psycho.
Whatever. He suspects you now. So we either have to move on them now, go home or die. Go home or die.
You need his cell phone data, right?
Yeah, it's the Holy Grail.
Okay. I'll take care of it.
What do you mean you're gonna take care of it, Angie? That thing's like his shadow. How are you gonna take care of it?
There's no shadows when the lights are off. I got some bad news today. They need me on a project back in the States.
I'll come with you.
Right. Who's gonna tell your family?
Angela, I hate everything about my family. You think I want this to be my life? Cocaine, killing. No, mi amor, mi amor. I love you. And if you say the word, I will come with you.
It's all there. Names, numbers, the whole infrastructure. I'm gonna go take a shower.
She said she could handle it. I never would have sent her in otherwise.
Can't change the past, man. You can do is set things right. You ready?
All right, boys. Give
me a visual.
I got 2 guards in the courtyard. One's fixed and one's moving.
Marco.
Got one more on the balcony overlooking the city. What do you see, JT? Are you there? JT, do you copy?
Yeah, copy.
What do you see?
A ghost.
Listen up. He's in the pool. On me. 5, 4.
You guys have to move on them now. Go home or die. Go home or die.
3, 2, 1.
Clear.
2 down, all clear.
Clear. All right, sweep the house, secure the perimeter.
Hey!
Please, I can make you rich.
Tell me why she let you live.
Please.
Tell me.
Who are you, the police?
Shut up.
You want to kill me, Zedek? Blow my head off because my family is bad. You are not a murderer. I told you I would leave and I mean it.
I said shut up!
Ella, please. You cannot kill me. I promise I disappear. Nobody will know that you let me leave. I'm not like my family. And neither are you.
Get up!
AJ! She had a heart. She couldn't even pull the trigger.
But you could. So can I.
Okay?
It's done.
CIA Director of Operations Raymond Metcalf was charged this morning in the sealed indictment. Although the details are classified, sources say the arrest is related to the recent shooting.
It's like a bad day at Langley.
Welcome back, kid. Dismissed. So, how was your vacation?
Ended up working the whole time, sir.
Yeah, well, vacations can be very stressful. What with the time change, security at the airport, taxi lines. Hell, you come home, you need a vacation from your vacation. So, you want to take a few more days, there's no problema.
I thought I was cut loose indefinitely, sir.
Nah, your pal Sonny took care of that. She got you reinstated, got those spots off your record. You're good to go.
You know, I keep thinking about what more I could have done. The planning, the training.
Some things can't be trained, son. You can take a battle-hardened boot. You can't always kill a man when he's looking him straight in the eye. You gotta think of all the good things that she did. And at the end of the day, you just take comfort in that mask, son.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Dismiss.
Suicide bomber thwarted in Tel Aviv? Terrorist cell member detained at Canadian border with explosives? What is this?
Just trying to get you reacquainted with your daughter, sir.
Angela was involved in all this?
Regretfully, sir, I can't comment on matters of national security.
She was a hero.
The seat taken?
What's this?
Transcript of Angie's rainy day file on Metcalf.
I already know Metcalf was investigating her.
But what you didn't know is that Metcalf threatened to come down on you if she didn't break it off. She really loved you, Major.
Is that what the file says?
Oh, come on, I'm a girl. I don't need a file to tell me that.
You know what I loved about her most? Her heart. And that's what ended up getting her killed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I guess now I realize why you're such a hard ass. It's how you stay alive.
You calling a hard ass, listen?
Excuse me?
I'm not the one named after a heavyweight champion.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't have to make weight, so are you gonna eat all those fries?